Hello and welcome. My name is RachoFire and today I'm doing something a little bit different. So the new quest, the teacher, came out and I just wanted to record me going through it and see what happens, pretty much. Honestly, I'm very intrigued by this quest. I think it's amazing that Warframe is trying to teach newer players how to mod and stuff, but I'm gonna be quite critical on if I think the advice that is being given in the teacher is actually good. And see what it is, right? Like, see does it just introduce like the concepts of modding? Like, is it a quest that like explains what Forma is and Aura can react is, which is needed, or does it go into detail about like how to actually use good modding practice, like additive versus multiplicative damages and stuff like that? So we'll see if it's good but not enough, and yeah, that's the idea. Anyway, let's go into it. Let's see what happens. The teacher. Begin. What? Please switch operations to operator or drifter camp before beginning this quest. Bro. What? What? Why can't I just start from... Like, you're fine with the drifter camp. Like, I guess, like, if it was the orbiter, exclusively the orbiter, I would kind of get it because, like, both the drifter camp and the back rooms are locked behind New War, right? And this quest is meant to be right after Vox, like the starting quest, right? It's meant to be right after the starting quest, so you wouldn't even be close to unlocking the drifter camp or the back rooms. But like, you can let me start the quest from the drifter camp, so like, why can't I start it from the back rooms? That doesn't make any sense. But whatever, we'll go to the orbiter. It's been a while since I've seen space. It can be good. Wow, the void. Okay, it's actually been so long since I've been in the orbiter. Oh, this looks weird. Yo, this is so weird. Oh, it's the Helminth, guys. Oh, this is not the point of this video, but I'm doing a little bit of sightseeing. It's been so long since I've been in the orbiter. Anyway, basically since Warframe 99 came out. Let's go. I just realized that you won't be able to hear the audio in the recording. I'll fix it after the cutscene. I'll add that on. Can I pause it? No, I'll fix it after the cutscene. I will fix it. Okay, good. That was short. The relic. What do we do? The loader said something. I missed it because I was messing with audio settings and getting it so you can actually hear the game audio in the recording.
Careful. There are Corpus heat signatures ahead.
Corpus?
Toward the source of the signal.
I'm sorry.
Try and patch you into their comms.
This is Earth. There is only Grenier on Earth. Excuse you. We don't see Corpus on Earth.
War's demise is our golden opportunity. Corpus, bring me the Oracle mod segment that our dearest benefactor Nepal so deeply desires.
Ah, so it introduces Neff as well.
Enough of this idleness. Go.
Oh wait, no, yeah, it does a proper like. You're the dude that like carries the Grenham crowns, aren't you? So like that's interesting that like it introduces Neff, with the Grenham crown dude. Because obviously this happens before the Deadlock Protocol, which introduces Grenham.
So who did? Be wary.
Oh yeah, so this quest introduces Teshin as a character in the lore, which didn't really happen before. He was just kind of a dude that existed. That like you see him in War Within, and like that's the first time you see him. But like this time it's like we get to meet him, so this will be interesting.
Am I to believe that you are the Tenno who cut down the mighty Vor? Even these covetous merchants avoided triggering the segment's anti-tampering routine.
That voice.
The Tenno I remember could find their enemy's weakness faster than the Kubradon finds a jugular. What happened to you?
What are you doing here?
Oh, Lotus doesn't like him. What's up with that?
Have the Tenno risen? Or is this another Lotus trick?
Another Lotus trick. Huh? No, I can't get it. I probably should have. I think my original plan was to bring in like Zaku or like Octavia or something to just kill the enemies for me, because these are level 4 enemies. But like I didn't. I have. Oh, hello. I hope I don't have to fight him, because I'm just gonna one tap him and it's gonna be disappointing. Just because, you know, like, I'm well and truly past the point where this part of the game, because, you know, it's like this happens at the start of the game where I've done like level content into the thousands. So like, so if I fight him, I'm just gonna one tap him. I do actually.
Anyway, she made sure all the Tenno forgot. A mercy, I suppose. Finally, you have rested too long. Get up now. I have disabled your Warframe's abilities.
I've noticed.
Orokin tricks won't help you now. Pick up that weapon. Your life depends on you proving to me that you
Do I get to keep this weapon?
and not some imposter.
Ooh, this is a cool base.
Try and cut me down.
This place is cool.
Where?
We are beyond her.
I really thought this would be a sniper. It's not.
Are you another mimic?
And I can't. They would give you weapons to use against him, so you can't just one tap him. That's hilarious.
You do.
He's still not gonna do like anything against me though. But this is really interesting in terms of like this actually getting a good bit of story here. Because one of my issues was that like once you do War's Prize, you don't really get like anything to do with the story until Neptune, is it? Or no, Uranus when you do Natar, but then properly in Neptune when you unlock Second Dream. Which is really far into the star chart, and you can kind of be like, oh, well, what am I doing here?
Tenno indeed.
But this is dropping story bits like immediately after War's Prize, which is really good actually, because like this is showing new players that there is actually a story, because the story is great. So
Come with me.
what if I don't want to? I don't trust you. You seem suspicious. You kind of kidnapped me and made me fight you. So like,
Your orbiter, no mod segment. Can the Lotus not provide even the simplest? It matters not. I now have one in my arsenal. Your first lesson is simple. Destroy these targets.
so this is interesting. He said there's no mod segment in your orbiter, so I wonder how this plays with a new player. Does the game force you to play this quest right after War's Prize before doing anything else, or is it like a choice? Like you don't have to necessarily do it. Like I'd imagine one of the relays probably make you do it, but like you could probably do missions before you get to that relay, like the Venus relay or something. Which means you can theoretically, if it's like that, that means you can do missions without being able to mod, right? That's weird. That's weird, because that's new. Obviously, that's not how it used to work. Oh my gosh, my aiming.
Can you not see? They are outfitted with advanced corpus shields, vulnerable only to electric elemental attacks. Your body remembers the stances, but your mind has forgotten your studies.
What if I use?
Use my arsenal and upgrade your weapon.
What if I use Toxic to bypass the shields? Can I do that? Also, shouldn't you be telling me to make magnetic? But I get it. You probably don't want to do... Select upgrade. Can I group? Nah. Select upgrade on the... Yeah, so upgrade. Drag the Stormbringer mod onto the slot at the top to give your weapon electricity damage. Notice the polarity symbol in the upper right corner of some mod slots. Matching polarities will reduce the cost of equipping that mod. Nice. Very helpful information. Exit the arsenal and return to session. Okay, awesome. This is really good so far.
Try again. See, mods were the hidden power behind the Orokin's military, capable of turning simple weapons into implements of mass destruction. Fueled by the miracle of Endo, they can be endlessly rearranged and tailored to cut through the defenses of any foe. Next lesson. See how your weapon fares against these targets.
It's gonna make me do like magnetic this time, or like corrosive or something. Like get secondary elements going.
These shields are only weak to
Yeah, magnetic.
elemental damage. Remember your alchemy. When electricity
Alchemy, you say? I am playing Levos.
you create a magnetic field.
Ooh.
Apply your mods accordingly.
Equipping mods with different primary elements will create secondary elements. Equip cryo rounds to combine cold and electricity to create magnetic damage. Awesome. Are you going to explain mod order priority? Are you going to explain that? You're giving me combined elements. That's great. What about mod order priority?
Even a child could do it.
Well, that is what I always say, but it feels somewhat offensive when being directed at me. Wow.
Next, we will
Uh-oh. Your sick-ass base is being invaded, bro.
schedule. Show these Corvus all you have learned.
This has to be before the Fortuna relay, and the point of them using Corpus is to like introduce you to the Corpus faction as well, because obviously you're introduced to Grineer immediately as the game starts through Vord's Prize. So this quest must be your introduction to the Corpus faction, which is also pretty cool, to be fair, because you get drops like Neff. Neff's a big name, obviously. Neff, Alad V, and Granum are really the only names you need to know when it comes to the Corpus. And you get a lot of Alad V in later storylines, and same with Granum. So like, yeah. That way when you get to Fortuna and Neth shows up, you actually probably already have like some intel on him, which is actually good hindsight on DE's part. Like that's good. Like that. So when you go to Fortuna, if you've done this quest already, you'll be like, I know Neff. That's the dude that did this stuff. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Why is my aiming so bad? I'm not used to having to aim in this game, okay? Normally I play like a big boom boom stick that just kills everything. Look at my Oberon rework video. I played a gun that fired out 6 auto-targeting explosive rounds. Do you think I need to aim? Please. Ah, vitality, you say. Yeah, what do you say here? Mods can be installed on a Warframe and quickfire fatalities to increase your Warframe's health. I love that they got rid of my weapons, but they kept my Warframe build. I appreciate that. Already done, brother. But it wasn't being applied previously, so now it is, so. My goodness. Oh, there's a Corpus right there. I really wish I had a melee weapon, guys. I really wish I had a melee weapon. If you get this weapon for free after doing this, that's also pretty good as well, because like that's just free MR for new players, which is awesome. Like that's actually really, really good to hear if that's the case. This is... I have almost... Let's see, can I go into my profile? Option? No, I can't. I was gonna check my profile to see what my time played is, but it will be like at least 1,800 or something. I have almost 2,000 hours in this game, and you think I learned how to aim after that time? No, I did the opposite. I learned how to not aim. You don't aim in Warframe.
Will take care of these mercenaries.
Mercenaries? Acolytes?
Segment. It is too valuable to fall into Corpus hands.
All right, Godspeed, bro. You do you. You have fun.
Take the segment and go.
Though I will say I really like this base. This base is pretty cool. Ooh, loot. Oh, I actually get loot. That's actually kind of nice. Yeah, this whole like area is pretty cool, like generally. So it's a shame that it's getting destroyed. I hope we get to reclaim it, and it would like I'm being serious. This would be awesome as like an alternative base, like as like the back rooms. Like if I could have this as an alternative base, that would be sick. Like please, please. I really want it. Oh, my weapons are back.
Get to extraction. Is that a mod segment?
Yeah, Lotus, what have you been doing? You not been teaching me stuff? This is why I don't like the Lotus. I feel like the Lotus like tries to shelter the Tenno quite a bit, and like she doesn't tell us a lot of stuff that she probably should tell us, like Nata and the whole keeping our memories of the old war and the whole the lure thing. Yeah, so I don't really like the Lotus. She's just, you know, I mean she means well, but like, you know, new weapon though. That's cool. I'll definitely get that, level that up for Emma. Mod segment. Whoop whoop. I wonder, is this gonna give me anything new on my operator that I don't already have? That would actually be cool. Okay. Literature, applied learning.
Oh my, Tenno. I've gone and captured your comrade.
That's just disgraceful.
So, let's make a deal. You bring me the mod segment, I release the Dax.
Teshin gave you that mod segment. Maybe he can be trusted. Install it at once. You will need maximum power for your next mission.
Ah, so now you know, like, just, hey, of course it would go in here. Why would it go in the arsenal? Text 2 super. Oh yes, Endo. Endo is a crazy thing. Endo is a unique fuel that enhances mods. Create Endo by dissolving. I swear there was some level of a tutorial in Vor's Prize related to upgrading mods and stuff, but it was probably not this detailed. So, create Endo by dissolving unwanted mods. Select the duplicate Stormbringer mod, then select dissolve. Do you want me to specifically select 2? Bro. Fuse a mod with Endo to increase its rank. Select the mod, then select Fuse. I mean, well, look. Submariner is currently installed. For the purposes of this tutorial, please select uninstalled mods. I know that exists, but where does that exist? What? Rage. Confirm. No, I cancelled. My bad. So what am I doing? Oh, exit the mud screen. Oh, okay, okay.
Good. When you are ready, find Teshin.
I will come back to you and level you, I promise. And you know what? I'm actually gonna switch to Zaku. What is Zaku called? It's called Void. Of course it is. Oh, I forgot how badass my Zaku looks. I mean, someone in the comment section be like, bro, your Zaku looks terrible. And I'll be like, no, I like it. I think they look cool. Where are we going? Where am I going? The final test. Over there, over there. I see. Do I not have a companion? Yeah, well, what can you do? It's actually really bad because I don't have vacuum then. Wow. What can you do, guys? What can you do?
And find him.
Sweet fortune. What are the odds? Another bird flies into my hands. Oh, Nephonia will pay dearly for the two of you. Corpus, take the Tenno. Dead or alive, it matters little.
You amuse me, mon ami. You think that you can take me out? Please. If these enemies were level 200, they would still be dying as quickly. Like, come on now. Please.
You found him. First, eliminate the wardens.
You don't normally have to do this for a capture mission.
Get Teshin out of that cell.
Da-da-do-da-do.
She sent you to rescue me?
Of course, Boo. We love you.
Not quite, Teshin. The Tenno is on a capture mission.
Oh, am I now?
Very well, if you think they are ready.
Oh, capture mission. I understand what's going on.
Already learned mod fusion. Did you show them this, Lotus? Yes, you are the Tenno I remember.
Yeah, see, this is like exactly how I expected things to go. You know what? Actually, I'm seeing that he has demo attenuation. Otherwise, I would just one shot it probably. But like, I'll talk. But don't I like do the sucky to like capture you? Oh, I actually do. I didn't think I would. I actually do. Will I find out what happens to them now? Is that what's gonna happen? Because that's kind of cool.
One more order of business, Tenno. Scuttle this vessel.
Oh my goodness. Did she just change of plans me? Did I just get changed of plan? Bro. That's toxic. That's toxic behavior. That's why I don't like the Lotus. That's the real reason I don't like the Lotus. Oh, this is interesting. A way to go. Hello, where am I going?
The reactor is protected by 2 control systems. You need to
Is this a new sabotage tile set for Corpus? I've never seen this tile set, the sabotage tile set before. Is this new in this update? Well, that doesn't look like a good thing to destroy, to be honest. I already did that, bro.
It is done.
Yeah, so where do I go?
Find extraction.
Yeah, can you like mark it for me, please? Oh, over there, thank you.
My ship. By lieutenants, how is this possible?
It's really easily, actually, bro.
May I make a suggestion? Put out a distress call. When you do, let them all know. The Tenno are back.
Ooh, badass. That actually kind of badass. That's actually badass. You know, that's a good way to end a quest. That's badass.
What you had the Tenno do to the Orokin, it was necessary. I concede that now.
Whew, major.
The truth of the matter.
In time, there are difficult conversations ahead.
Yo.
They will need a mentor.
You trust me to do this?
If you trust me to be their Lotus.
It is not my choice. It is theirs.
Yo, that was cool. That's really cool. Like I said, like to get the little bit of snippet of lore and like a little bit of snippet of the stories, like people at the start of the game can know that there is a story here and like it's worth in sticking around. Because before it was like, oh well, there's nothing really going on story wise until like Neptune, and it's like, wow, a second dream happens. But now it's like, no, there is actually a story, and you know that from the start, which is really good. It probably will keep people around for longer. That because there's a lot of people that drop off the game like really early. Like I think only like 40% of people on Steam have like the play for 2 hours achievement or something like that. Like it's crazy. So like hopefully that's really cool.
Tenno, you have learned much in a short period, but your work has barely started. I have word from Venus. The people of Fortuna suffer under a corrupt,
Ooh.
despotic creature named Nef Anyo. They require a champion capable of fighting Corpus. Use the Venus Junction to bypass faction blockades. When you get to Fortuna, find a gentleman who goes by the moniker The Business. He is trustworthy.
That's awesome.
Your Lotus has graciously offered me residence in the relay. Come see me when you wish to learn more.
That's awesome. That's actually awesome that they made a follow through from this quest to the next story quest, which seems like they're making Solaris United. I don't think the Cetus quest is a part of the main storyline is it anymore. Yeah, they moved it from away from the main storyline. Yeah, because Mars Junction issue. No. They've just changed how it looks. That's interesting. What is the junction info here? Once awakened. Yeah. And what's the junction? The teacher. Yeah. So it makes you do the teacher. That's good. But that's awesome because so Cetus is no longer part of the main storyline, but the Venus one is, and I think Heart of Deimos still is too. Heart of Deimos is like actually kind of important. I don't know how I feel about Fortuna. I like that Cetus is out of the main storyline because both Cetus and Fortuna are like they're difficult areas that new players don't really need to get involved in right at the start of the game. Heart of Deimos, I can see the point of it because it covers a few things and like introduces necromex and stuff. So it's good they got rid of Fortuna. Cetus is like a main storyline, but they still have Venus. Oh well, no, actually you can progress. You can progress without having to do the Solaris United story quest. Okay, well you can, but like they kind of suggest that you should by that stuff. But that, regardless of whether I think they should be trying to get new players to do the open world quests, that is really awesome. That yeah, well look, Vox Solaris is like a main quest right here, like Awakening Voice Prize, the teacher, and Vox Solaris, and then Heart of Deimos. Like yes, they removed Cetus from the main quest, but they kept Vox Prize in it. But so what can you do? But, like that's really, really awesome. Like truly awesome that they go from the teacher and like lead into Vox Solaris and like give you that direction, because that's the other big complaint new players don't have, that there's like no direction. They don't really know what they're doing. So like that gives you a clear direction. Like go to Venus, go to Vox Solaris. That's awesome. Like that's actually really amazing. In terms of whether or not I think that was a good tutorial for modding, no. They basically just said put mods on stuff and it buffs weapon damage and it buffs your survivability and then you can upgrade mods. And I swear War's Prize originally took you through a tutorial for using Endo. I swear that was a part of War's Prize. And I think anyone can figure out that if I put this mod on a weapon, that mod is better now. Like anyone can figure that out. They didn't introduce like modding priority, which they really should have. Like they started with electricity damage and then they mentioned how electricity elements mod together to make magnetic. That's awesome. That's great they did that. They should have taken that step further and put on a second, made us make a second combined element and talked about how like if I use this mod here, it makes this element, and like if I put it there though, I no longer have magnetic, instead I have blast or something, right? Like they talk about how that works, like how making different element works in the modding order priority. So I really wish they at least did that. They didn't talk about additive and multiplicative and like just good generic modding practices, which I understand why they didn't, because it's at the start of the game, so you don't really need to know that yet, and it could be a bit of an information dump. I do get that, because it is a bit more complex in terms, like, compared to just put mod on Warframe. So it would have been nice to talk about that, but I get why it wasn't. At the very least, though, I really think they should have mentioned modding priority in terms of, like, combined elements. Like, I think that's an important thing to mention. Regardless, that quest was that was nice little short quest to do. That was fun, and it was really cool for them to add little bits of the story early on to get people intrigued in the story. Really cool for them to give you a clear direction to go to Fortuna. That was awesome. That was a really big buff. And it's definitely a good step in the right way. I do think they could have done more with the tutorial, like I just said, but it's definitely a really good step in the right direction. So like that's cool. Really cool to see. I really hope Warframe gets more stuff like that to help the new play experience. So that's really, really awesome. So I'll give it a solid 7 out of 10. Could have been better, but they did well for their first try of making something like a clearly defined tutorial quest like this. So I guess False Prize is like a movement tutorial, which they do actually really well, but whatever. Anyway, that's all I have for the video. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check out some of my other content. Most of my other content are like guides, like helpful guides, or the majority of them are build guides on Warframes and stuff like that. So yeah, do check that out. I have videos out for Oberon's Rework and Noko already. So if you're interested in any of that, check those out. And until next time, bye-bye!